So let's just dive into it.
It's shameful to admit this, but it's the unfortunate truth that just by looking at me, you probably couldn't guess that I have been active in the gym for about a decade now.
For a decade. That is 10 years, right? Yeah, he looks like a pretty slim guy, but we'll see.
In fact, my college degree is in
I think like maybe he's a runner. Maybe.
human science with a concentration in exercise physiology. But I'm on a 5'6" frame and I keep myself lean, so no one even knows that I'm ripped until I do like a flex.
What the fuck? Did you see that muscle?
So no one even
that is
knows
next
that
level
I'm
muscle, man.
Do, like,
Look at that! It's huge! And it's like so defined as well. This is wild. Let's try and do one. Okay. Oh, it looks like Ole is pretty weak. Ugh. Oh, it's not too bad. It is a muscle there. It's the right arm, of course. The other one is not the same. We're not gonna take a look at that one. But it's not too bad.
And it ends up being a jump scare. I
Yeah,
keep
it was a
hyping
jump
myself
scare.
up in the mirror and telling myself that today's the day I finally start wearing tighter clothing so people stop asking if I even go to the gym because it hurts my soul every time. Or maybe I just need to be shirtless more often.
Oh, it's a mix?
So that way
I
it's
see, Tris.
pretty obvious. But regardless, the reason I'm even mentioning this is because I've noticed over the last maybe 6 months, not even that long, but like the last 6 to 8 months, the gym has gone from being a place of like working on yourself, gains, you know, focusing on improving your overall health, to a place where people go to compete for viral TikTok videos of them being a victim. Usually the content revolves around them filming themselves working out and then catching somebody looking at them and being a creep and a weirdo staring at them. Staring's a word I'm using very loosely here. And then sometimes, God forbid,
It's like staring could also just be looking. Maybe that is what he meant. But I do like. I do understand that there is a lot of looking when it comes to like the gym and stuff like that, and it could be uncomfortable for girls. My cousin, she's working out quite a lot at the gym, lifting weights and stuff like that, and she mentioned the other day that she don't like to wear like tight clothes. She rather wears like, I'm not sure how to say it, normal clothes, or like a little bit like the more regular clothes. Maybe like a sweatpant and a hoodie or something like that, and then she feels more like, I'm not sure if safe is the right word, but she feels better. She feels like there's fewer people just like staring at her ass or whatever. So I think it is happening, and I am probably like taking a peek at someone that is working out. Of course, I look at everyone in the gym. It's interesting, you know, to see, oh, how did he do that, or how did she do that, or like, wow, he has like huge muscles, or stuff like that. It's just, I think that is just being human. You're interested, and you're in an environment that is kind of like strange, I would say. For me, at least, it's not something I'm like used to. So I feel like I'm in the jungle, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm on a safari, you know?
that person comes over and asks them a question in between their sets. Normal human interaction has become fucking outlawed in the world of TikTok
For real?
for some people.
Just like saying hello or whatever. It's like, wow.
Now, I'm not
I
saying
can't
this
imagine,
isn't
though.
a real thing. I'm not saying everyone that goes to the gym is an angel that can do no wrong. There
Yeah.
definitely are creepy people
Probably
that
creeps
go
there.
there. I've certainly seen my fair share of weirdos in my days. In fact, one that
Yeah.
always lives in my head rent-free is 2 years ago. A security guard at a private gym kept going over and sniffing a woman's ass as she was doing rows.
What?
I can't show the video, I
No.
don't think, because it might be against...
Like, that is taking it too far, man. Sniffing her butt when she was doing like a squat? What the hell? Like, I hope it's staged. I hope it's not real.
YouTube's new terms, but here's just a quick screenshot of his 4th ass sniffing attempt where he's just like huffing her fumes. He eventually does get caught and fired for it. The point is, there are weird people at the gym, but what's going on right now is everyone is filming themselves at the gym,
yeah.
which I already think is kind of weird.
I feel like it's kind of a public space, and I'm in general of the opinion that you can film in public spaces, but I feel like you should be like a decent human being. That is the only requirement I have, I think, about that.
There's also like this fucking
Yeah, taking a peek is not the same as staring. I've worked as a personal trainer for years, and I've seen it all. Yeah, I believe it. It is a huge difference from like taking a look. Wow, that's a huge ass, man. And then you like keep on working your set. It's a huge difference from that and just like staring forever and being like, wow. Yeah, it's a difference.
Here with people making fucking.
But I guess there's a lot of people without like the antennas, you know, so they don't pick it up. They're just like, I don't understand what's going on here. I don't know. I don't want to make fun of people without antennas. I'm gonna be cancelled.
Talks everywhere. But while filming, they're not catching weird people doing weird things or harassing them. They're catching very normal gym goers doing normal things and then publicly shaming them and embarrassing them for doing nothing wrong.
That's fine.
Now I'm going to show you the
sucks.
biggest one that I really think
sucks.
started really blowing this trend up and led to me finding out how large this has become and how big of a problem it's become.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
I hate this. I hate when there's weirdos. It's me so uncomfortable.
Jesus. He took a look. He took a look.
Feral.
He's feral.
You can immediately
It's
see a
feral.
problem here. She's making a stare counter every time the guy even glances in her general direction. What do you expect people to do at the gym?
Yeah.
Just turn around and stare at a wall when they're done with their set like it's the fucking
Like
blip?
he was just standing over there, and it seems like we haven't seen everything because it's clipped, right? But it was like, I feel like he just took a look like this. So it was just like very innocent. It wasn't like a hard stare for like 5 seconds. It was pretty fast.
Blair Witch? Like, what are you expecting? The guy is in between his sets, so he's just looking around. He's not even staring at her. Now, if he was staring at her, then I could see being a little uncomfortable if he's just over there like, you know, fucking staring a hole through with like a goddamn like laser beams almost firing out. Like, I get that being weird, but this guy is just like glancing near her, and he's still getting just attacked for it by her.
Feral? Like, if that is feral, you haven't seen anything. Like, there are so much worse than this. But I guess she's getting a lot of attention, though. Probably.
The 5 adds 5 pounds. And these are the weights.
He has looked at her 5 times.
Somehow the stare counter's at 5. I guess she's counting every time he's in between blinks now. And then she starts getting fearful because he's walking near her and wondering, questioning, why would he be doing that? Kind of like it's a scene out of a horror movie, like the Boogeyman's.
Why would he be walking to a different place? I'm sorry, you guys probably saw it that honestly, but I haven't seen it. So I'm really sorry about that. You can close your eyes for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna watch something else.
You know, you're jingling keys trying to get in the door or something. But she immediately...
If I was there, I would keep looking at her direction, trying to determine if the B word is recording in a gym. That is funny, Veldak. Yeah, I would be like a little bit curious. That phone is pointing at my direction there.
Immediately answers why he's walking
I haven't
over.
seen it.
It's because he's grabbing a sanitary
I'm
wipe.
just so similar to honestly. Like, I promise you, I haven't seen it. I would remember if I saw it.
Showing good gym etiquette to go wipe down the machine he was just using.
Promise.
Excuse me? You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though.
Unfortunately, this guy made a big blunder here. He committed a cardinal sin. He tried to be helpful.
What? What? This is why I don't want kids. What the fuck? Natural selection is better. Take the weirdos out. What the hell? He just wanted to be nice? Is that not allowed anymore? He did nothing wrong, man. Fuck off. There are a few things I'm like, I feel okay with like having some opinions. I've been scared of having opinions, but I'm starting to like feel like somewhere I need to put my foot down, man. He was just being a kind man.
So he offered to try and, help out here because it looked like she was struggling, which she even mentions she was hesitant to put the weight on, so he probably interpreted that as like, oh, okay, maybe I could be helpful here.
Yeah.
Just being a genuinely nice person, I believe. And she even responds positively to it and then turns around and says this kind of shit. What if I just ripped his pee-pee out of its socket so he could never reproduce again?
What?
Totally
I didn't read that. That is so much worse. Like ripping off his dick for asking if she wanted like some help with just putting it back to be kind to someone. Like, what the fudge?
Well, not alarming thing to say. This is why I don't want kids. Natural selection better take the weirdos out.
Good human school.
He's going to jail for staring at an underage 21-year-old.
You're not underage at 21, right? That must be a mistake. I don't know. Is this is not what? I don't know the laws in the US though. Maybe you are underage at 21. Here it's 18, and a lot of other places is 18, I think. Yeah. And like staring, he was just like looking around the gym and accidentally hitting her. What the hell? With the
where have we all gone wrong? What's happened to the world where that is a statement said earnestly? He's going to jail for staring at an underage 21-year-old.
What?
There's more to unpack there than a fucking 2-week vacation suitcase. I could unpack this shit for hours. He wasn't staring. There's no such thing as an underage 21-year-old.
Yeah, you can buy alcohol at 21 in the US. Age of consent and age of adulthood differ greatly in different countries. Oh, yeah. I guess I don't really think that much about it because me and my girlfriend is just the same age, basically. And it's just us, so I don't need to think about it, But yeah, she doesn't seem like a very nice human being, though. But the world is filled with nice people. That is not a shocker. So yeah.
21 years old. You're not a kid at all.
It's
you
to get
can
attention.
legally butt chug Budweiser now, unless this is some kind of weird
Budweiser.
self-own kind of thing where she has the mentality of a child. Thus, this guy should go to jail for what she perceives as staring at her. I don't know. I can't even remotely figure out what she was even trying to say with that last statement. But anyway, I'm not going to keep going too deep on this one because everyone has already dunked on it. She's issued an apology about everything. But I want to give a quick shout out to 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. He's a very prominent figure in the community, and he's been doing a lot of good work calling out these kind of videos. Now here's another stinky video here. So this guy gets called out because he walks across the track she's about to do lunges on and looks at her on the way by. Then she says that she catches him still staring. There's no way, I'm so uncomfortable right now. And then the caption even says, in quotes, "It's because of your outfit." I don't know if she's accusing him of saying that, like he shouts it at her across the room. "Excuse me, m'lady. I looked at you because of your outfit. You drew my eyes to you. It's your fault." Or if she's just saying that as a way of calling out behavior. I'm really not sure. But 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, when he talked about this video, pointed out something that I think everyone who's ever been to the gym will recognize. That not only is the guy not staring, again, the reason why he'd look at her while walking by is because he's going by her path on the track. So perhaps he was looking at her.
It would kind of suck to okay, I can't look at this woman, I can't look at this woman, I can't look at this woman, and then you walk over the track. You get run down, and then she's like, "Did you see that? He was in the way. He's a total dick," or something. I don't know. Or you could get a little bit hurt. It's difficult. It's difficult. And I feel like this might be scary to say, maybe in this world that we're living in, but it is difficult sometimes not to just take a peek at people. If there was a beautiful girl there, I would probably take a look. And if there was a guy that was super ripped or something, I would take a look. It's normal to take looks. But I feel as we were talking about earlier, staring heavily, that is can make people uncomfortable. It's the same with just if you're having a conversation and they're just staring you into the eyeballs for too long. I get very uncomfortable. So I try to take some looks around the room and then I look back at the person.
make sure he wasn't getting in her way since she was about to start lunges. I feel like that's the most obvious explanation here, but regardless, he doesn't do anything creepy or weird. He looks at her while he's walking by, and once he's through, he continues going forward. Like, I don't understand where this is coming from. To me, it feels like this lady has recorded every single one of her gym sessions for the last week or so after noticing that this kind of content was blowing up, praying that someone would be weird and creepy to her, but she didn't get that. So she just decided to go with the one that's almost somewhat different, where a guy looks at her when he walks by, and chose that one for some clicks. Because nothing bad happens here. There's not a weirdo here. And according to 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, a lot of members of the gym, both men and women, said that this man is very kind and is actually loved at the gym. He's a regular here.
Yeah.
So it is pretty fucked up and shitty for her to make this video trying to shame him for doing nothing wrong.
I agree.
This guy.
Yeah, you should maybe not have a camera in the locker room. Like, I feel okay with, like, having cameras in the gym, but, like, where you change and you take your, maybe you take even your underpants off. Oh my god.
Just filming my progress here. What? Just filming my progress. Oh.
Yeah, he's being kind of okay with it.
This isn't a trend that only women are
Don't think it is allowed to film in, like, in there, right? Is it? In the locker room?
doing. Men are doing the same thing. This fucking douchebag is filming in the locker room, flexing to show his progress. The guy in the back that he's calling a schmuck is 100% right.
Yeah,
you
I agree.
cannot be filming in the fucking locker room. Like, what do you think this is? Brazzers? Like, what the fuck are you even thinking? What's going through your smooth brain? Everyone just loves to think that they're the main character, and everyone that interferes in their story and does more than just be a prop for their TikTok videos is the villain.
Yeah.
And that's just not the reality. You are the bad guy here, not the guy.
Some people just don't. Oh my god. They have a blockage in their brain, man, for like normal human behavior.
You're calling out.
Ooh.
If you want to take progress photos and videos, which I totally understand, just wait till you get home, or at the absolute least, wait until you're the only person in that locker room. Because right now you have 2 people behind you changing. They could have just gone whole hog, let their cock and balls flop out, and if you film them in a private setting without their consent, their nudity, you would be fucked legally.
Yeah, can't you go to jail basically for filming people, like nude people, or like filming people's private parts without consent? I think here in Norway, at least, you can get fined and jail for that. I've never worked out at a gym where that is allowed. Yeah, it just can't be allowed. It's yeah, must be some places you can feel like a little bit safe to change. Oh my god.
This guy moved to me at the gym. Checks absolutely nothing on his phone. Looks over at me being busy sorting my wrist straps. These fucking straps taking up too much time.
I don't know what constitutes a stare.
Was that everything? Was there nothing more? I feel like, okay, is he gonna approach her in a nasty way or whatever? He just walked by. That girl is screaming for attention. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But like, if you make a TikTok shitting on that guy just for walking by, that is so fucked up. That is for attention. It can't be for anything else.
Anymore. Like, this guy, again, just glances in her direction.
Everybody knows that normal people only stare in saunas. That is one of the most uncomfortable places in the world for me, man. Oh my god.
He looks at his phone and puts it away, and apparently that's getting called out.
Like, I do that so much. Like, I take up my phone and for no reason. I like look at it, maybe I like drag a little bit on the home screen, and then I put it away because I remember, oh, that is just like a reflex. It's not, I don't always look at the phone like for real.
That for being weird, saying he checks nothing on his phone. He could have just been checking the time. He could have been checking literally anything that's quick to get
or
at a
is it
glance.
like a notification?
What time is it? Or if he had a timer set up for like how much rest he has between sets.
Yeah.
How much time do I have left on my rest?
Normal.
Like there's so many things he could have been checking on his phone, but it doesn't matter. Like he didn't do anything weird or wrong right now. All he did was walk by and he looked over near you.
Yeah.
Makes a swift return.
Oh. Okay, there's more.
Sad lip.
And there it is. The second he decided to ask a question, his fate was sealed. He was getting shamed on
He's the biggest douchebag I've ever seen. He asked if the machine was free to use. That was right behind her. That she didn't use it. Damn, he's such a douchebag.
Time for it. So, he comes over and asks if she's using the machine behind her. As 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀 also points out, and as anyone that ever goes to the gym will also point out, people like to check to make sure the machines are vacant. They don't want to step on any toes and take a machine that's already being occupied. So maybe her things were near the machine and he wanted to double check to make sure she wasn't using it in addition to doing the RDLs.
It's very normal.
Like,
I do that as
is
well. Like if someone is working on their like maybe they're working on curls and they also are like right next to a machine for curling or whatever. I normally like is that free? Like that is just a normal thing to do if you're using basically the same exercises. I think I feel like it's suddenly it's it is ruder to just take the machine, I think, than to ask. What? I'll check out your bit soon. I'm so sorry. Just yeah, it's gonna be checked out after the video.
Being polite, that is normal gym etiquette. But let's assume this guy is new to the gym. She seems to think he is and is insulting him for it, making fun of him for not knowing the name of the machine. So don't you think someone that's a little new to the gym would like to be super certain that he's not getting in anyone's way?
Yep.
So he would like to ask someone that's near the machine to make sure that he has full reign to use it without intruding on their workout. He did nothing wrong, but it didn't matter. He made a slight glance near her, a split second of his eyes looking around before checking his phone, and that's
yeah, as long as you don't do it in the middle of their set. Yeah, that is true. You wait like a good human being. You wait until the person is done with their set, and then you ask. I feel like also the first times I was in the gym, as he was like talking about, I was basically scared, man. I was intimidated about being at the gym. And like all of the machines, all of the people, and it looked like everyone was like knowing what they were doing, and I was scared to do things wrong, and I was like taking machines. It was also a little bit scary. So it took a while for me to start to feel comfortable in the gym, probably actually months. But that is just how it is. It's a rite of passage or whatever, I think.
Small, insignificant thing was enough to put a crosshair on him and for her to attack. I think she's the weirdo. You're the gym weirdo, filming everyone around you, looking for people to call out. That shit is creepy. Not this guy who just innocently asks if you are using the machine behind you. Totally normal question, totally normal interaction, and this behavior is getting so fucking out of control. People are turning gyms into war zones where they're looking at every single micro angle of your eyes and counting it as a stare if you happen to catch them somewhere in your general vision vicinity. It's fucking despicable. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this a little bit, and that's about it. So yeah.
That was really interesting, at least for me. Maybe it wasn't for you, but it was interesting for me.
Sure.
Like how is
God,
the world working nowadays? What is going on in the world and what is going on in the gym world? I haven't been there in a while,